Hello class 10. Subject Computer Application. Chapter 1, Introduction to Internet. Chapter Terms Categorization. Chapter 1 is very long, so it is categorized in 4 parts. Now we are going to study the part 1, and in part 1 we will study the terms Introduction to Internet, what is Internet, history of Internet, and who owns the Internet. So first we take the introduction. We all are familiar with Internet. Nowadays it is very important part of our life as we use it for different essential works. So what are these works? We see online classroom, online shopping, online bill payment, emailing, online chatting and video conferencing, e-banking, online selling, online job finding, for applying online, doing online job, getting information, getting location of any place, getting position. How can we find the position? Like we find that where is our train at this time. So for that we have different apps. Online booking, different type of bookings we can do with the help of internet. So let me know that what is internet. Internet word is formed by the combination of inter plus network, means it is the interconnection of different computer networks all over the world. So we can say internet is a worldwide network of computers which has large number of different local area network LANs, metropolitan area network MANs, wide area network WANs, and individual stand-alone computers as its node. Means as we connect our computer or network with the internet network, it becomes the node of that network. Thus it can called as network of networks which are connected through different type of communication channels. Means to connect our network or single computer to the internet network, we use communication channels as the medium of connection or medium of connecting. Let we move to the next term, history of internet. In the early 1960s, the US Department of Defense realized that the weapons of the future would require powerful computers for coordinate and control. But for this, it was necessary that computers should be connected to each other so that in case of any computer crashed or destroyed, then other computer can be used for the same purpose. It was also needed to send and receive data easily. So, this responsibility is given to the ARPA, and in 1969 ARPA developed a network of 4 computers that is known as ARPA net, means Advanced Research Project Agency Network. In it, data was sent or received in the form of small data packets using different paths. So here data is sent or received using different path. So it was very beneficial because due to any reason, if one path or one connection is broken, then data can be sent or received using the another path. Now some facts are there. You know what was the first message that was sent on the ARPANET? Means the 4 computers which are connected to each other. So on October 29, 1969, from UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles, to SRI, Stanford Research Institute. So first message was sent from UCLA to SRI. And you know who sent this message? So message was sent by the student Charlie Klein from SDS Sigma 7 computer to an SDS 940 machine at SRI. And you know what is the first message? The first message was the word login, but after letter L and O are sent, the system crashed and LO became first message on the internet. About an hour later, after recovering from the crash, the full text of login is successfully sent. Thus, ARPANET was the first wide area packet switching network with distributed control and the first network to implement the TCP IP protocol. Means here TCP IP was used, which work for breaking the data in small packets and addressing them. So TCP is responsible for breaking the data into packets, and IP is responsible for addressing the packet. In future, both technologies became the technical foundation of the internet. So in this way, the foundation was developed for the today's internet. Now let we move to the next term. Who owns the internet? We know that internet is a large network which is spread over the world. So question may be arise in our mind that who control, who govern it. So you know, internet is worldwide network rather than there is no anyone owner or governing body of it. It is coordinated and managed by different organizations, and these different organizations are Internet Society, Internet Engineering Task Force IETF, Internet Research Task Force, Internet Architecture Board, Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. In short, we say it ICANN. Internet Service Provider ISP. So first we know about the Internet Society now. Internet Society. The Internet Society is an American non-profit organization which is founded in 1992 to provide leadership in internet related standards, education, access and policy. Its mission is to promote the open development, evolution and use of the internet for the benefit of all people throughout the world. Second organization is Internet Engineering Task Force. The Internet Engineering Task Force IETF is an open standard organization. It has no formal membership requirement. All participants and managers are volunteers, though their work is usually funded by their employers or sponsors, and its aims are maintain the internet's architecture and stability along with internet security. Second is development and maintenance of the different communication protocols. Third organization is Internet Research Task Force IRTF. The Internet Research Task Force IRTF focuses on longer term research issues related to the internet, while the parallel organization, the Internet Engineering Task Force, focuses on the shorter term issues of engineering and standards making. So we can understand it. Next organization is Internet Architecture Board IAB. The Internet Architecture Board is a committee of the Internet Engineering Task Force and an advisory body of the Internet Society. Its aims are oversee the technical evolution of the internet, means it oversee the evolution of the internet, and the IAB supervise the Internet Engineering Task Force IETF, which oversee the evolution of TCP/IP, and the Internet Research Task Force IRTF, which work on network technology. Means IAB supervise the IETF and IRTF. Next organization is Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers ICANN. The Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers is an American multitask holder group and non-profit organization. AIM manages Internet's domain name system DNS. We will study about it more in the next videos. Make sure that every domain name links to the correct IP addresses and registering domain name. Internet Service Provider ISP. An Internet Service Provider is an organization that provides service for accessing, using or participating in the internet. Means if we want to access internet, then we have to take internet connection from ISP, and here ISP works as bridge between our computer and internet network. In India, the popular ISPs are Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, BSNL, Tata Docomo, MTNL, etc. So now we can understand the work of ISP through this graphic. Here this is our PC, this is ISP, and this is the internet, and we can see here ISP is work just like the bridge to connect our computer with internet. Now one fact is there for you. The first publicly available internet service in India was launched by the Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited BSNL on 15th August 1995. And thank you, and rest of the terms of chapter 1 we will study in the next parts.